everybody, welcome to day 7, day 9 overall, and it's the last full day of this trip. Bit of a disruptive night, I'm not going to lie. The wind was not nice, and every so often the boat was nudging itself against the quay heading at the back there, which meant an unbroken, which meant a broken sleep. Every time the boat nudged, it seemed to wake me up, which it would do really, because it's as if someone's trying to poke you. But yeah, we've had sleet and snow again this morning, but it's brightened up a bit now. As you can see, the clouds are very much still with us, and the wind it has reduced. It's not as bad as it was. It's down to about 23, between 23 and 26 today, miles per hour, so that's manageable. So we're going to go for a cruise this morning and this afternoon, and then see where we end up for the day. I still haven't got any plans as such as to my final overnight mooring. Sorry, the battery cut out mid-flow there, and I've got 38%, so I don't know why. So yeah, I was just saying that it'll either be Horning area or Salthouse for the night, I think. But we're going to go for a cruise because we didn't really use much of the engine yesterday, so we need to top up the batteries quite a bit, and then we'll see where we end up the rest of the day. There will be some more river footage which I will be uploading, because there wasn't much yesterday, so probably just repeating myself. I just did that, but I don't know whether it cut out. But I'll catch you all later on once we're on the move. Thurne today, like there was yesterday. So the wind speed's actually dropped by 20. So it was between 44 and 48 yesterday. It's now between about 23 and 26 today. So not quite as impressive down here as it was yesterday, but that makes it more manageable, especially when it comes to mooring up and stuff like that. So I decided not to head up towards Potter Heigham because I looked on the webcam and there didn't seem to be any space in Herbert Woods' yard, and there didn't look like there was any suitable spaces along the riverbank either. I checked that via the webcams, so I thought, let's go down to Acle, spin round and come back again, because I haven't been down to Acle on a boat yet, whereas I have been up to Potter Heigham. I won't be stopping at Acle, it'll literally just be a trip down there and turn around and come back again, and then we'll head down towards South Walsham. Might stop there for lunch, see what the time is, do a bit more of my packing. I have started my packing, to be honest. I've put all my clothes and that back in my bag, packed the dirty clothes, laundry all the way, so that's all ready to go. I've just left up clean stuff that I've got to wear for tomorrow. So yeah, it's a sad time to be in the last full day. And I know I sort of wasted a day yesterday with you know, the weather and all that, and I know I keep on about it, but for me it was the right thing to do. It was a sensible thing to do, and I noticed that a few other people on the Facebook groups stayed where they were yesterday as well, so I wasn't the only one. But this is what I see out in front at the moment. Not a great deal really. We've got a few rollers on the river, but like I said, it was not as impressive as it was yesterday, as you can see. But that's it for now, and I'll update you when there's more to see. So as you can see, we're just approaching Acle. Literally just going to spin it around just before the bridge and head back again. I've got a Ranger here on the left. That was reversing out of its mooring at Thurne, at Womack as I was going past. He overtook me along the Bure, and then he slowed down and then retrieved something from the water, so he's now decided to overtake me again. But yeah, looks like you can moor on the Pedro's moorings, or ex-Pedro's moorings. There's nothing to say that you can't moor here, and there's nothing to say that you have to pay either. And obviously you've got the free 24-hour moorings on the left hand side as well. But it looks like Pedro's yard's being used for Brinkcraft boats while they're having some work done to their key heading. So yeah, I think we're going to spin it around and then go from there. I think we'll turn just here because it's quite windy. I don't want to be blown anywhere off course, so nothing behind, nothing in front. There we go. Now we'll be going with the tide. So we were travelling down the Bure against the tide, so both doing here, but so always a good idea to look behind you before deciding to turn around in the middle of the river, unlike that Richardson's Commander or Commodore. Although I think, I might be wrong, I think it might have been a Brinkcraft staff member driving that boat because they want to go onto their moorings there. Might not have been, but he looked like he was officially dressed, should I say. And they are going into the yard where Brinkcraft boats are, so maybe it was. But yeah, always look around behind you before turning around in the river. Because if the wind catches you, I mean that's quite a powerful boat anyway. I think it's got bow and stern thrusters, so it would have been okay, but still, you need to look where you're going, what's around you. So a bit of blue sky. And we seem to be going a bit quicker now, obviously going with the tide. So let's make for South Walsham and see what we do from there. So I just thought I'd show you this quick as we're heading back north again. We've got some great wind over tide action, so the tide's coming in but the wind is blowing against you, so you've got a nice little bit of chop on the water now, and a bit like a nodding donkey, the boat, and the wind keeps catching it and it's very difficult to keep it in a straight line as well. So I'll just open the window so you have a better understanding. Cold, that wind. So I'm not sure if Braden Water was open yesterday, or even if it's going to be open today, but I don't know. The ranger that went past me at Acle kept going, so I don't know whether he's headed towards Yarmouth way, I don't know. But yeah, it's the wind's supposed to be decreasing as the day goes on, but it feels like it's getting stronger actually. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, boat handles it well. The only bad thing about this boat is it's got a fairly deep feed to it, but it's quite narrow. So if it had a bit of a wider beam, it might handle better in a straight line in these conditions, but having to do a lot of correcting on the steering, unfortunately. But yeah, it's quite nice, a bit of wave action, even though we're not on open sea. So we're now in Fleet Dyke, just passed through a hail storm, which lasted all of about 30 seconds. So I'm glad that opened up and passed by the time I want to stop. A lot more grebes on the river this year than I have done previously, which is good to see. My last trips, I've barely seen any. Haven't seen any coots this year though. Maybe it's not their time yet, maybe they're nesting, I don't know. As I've said before, I'm not a bird expert. So I'll look to moor up on the free moorings just as you're approaching South Walsham Broad, all being well, chill out for a bit, maybe have something to eat, because I've not had breakfast, so might do myself something. And then later on we will carry on our journey west towards Horning direction, and then make a firm decision about where we're going to be spending overnight.